In today's video, we're going to be talking about basic care for your pet Crested Gecko. Enjoy. Some of the things we're going to be covering in this video is tank size, substrate, lighting, heating, what food to eat, how long to live for, and a bit more. So the first thing I want to cover on today's video are morphs. There's different sorts of species of Crested Geckos out there. There's actually dozens and dozens of different species. The more common ones are the tigers and flames. But if you're looking for some more rarer ones and you're looking to spend a bit more money, there is things like Dalmatians and white lilies. Again, this comes down to how much money you've got to buy your morph and what type you want. Also, how they look. These are up to the person who's buying them. But yeah, there's several morphs to choose from. Next thing we're going to cover is how big do they get and how long do they live for. An adult Crested Gecko will get between 20 and 25 centimetres. And on average, they'll live between 10 and 15 years in captivity. So when you're getting yourself a Crested Gecko, that's important to remember that you've had this pet for 10 to 15 plus years. So yeah, that is really important. Next thing you've got to talk about is enclosures. Let's cover that next. When it comes to the enclosures, the minimum requirement for an adult Crested Gecko is 18 by 18 by 24 inches. The higher is always better. I found that glass enclosures work the best, so extra terrace and stuff like that, just because they've got good ventilation on top of the roof. Also helps with humidity, and the Crested Geckos can stick to glass and climb the glass. You can use things like spray bottles to spray the enclosure to help keep the humidity up. Make sure you've got lots of places for them to hide and climb. The taller the enclosure, the better. Crested Geckos love to climb and hide, so lots of branches, lots of leaves. You can add real plants as well. Make sure that they're animal friendly and not been sprayed with stuff. But yes, having logs and real plants in there for them to hide in is absolutely amazing. Also, make sure that if you're keeping more than two together, obviously make sure the enclosure is a lot bigger than 18 by 18 by 24. These can fight each other quite easy, and also they will drop the tail when stressed, which you want to try and avoid. In the next video, in part 2, we're going to be talking about lighting, heating and dietary. Follow for part 2.